2 Kings 24. In his days Nebuchadnezzar, sovereign of Babel, came up, and Jehoiakim became his servant for 3 years, and he turned and rebelled against him. And Jehovah sent against him raiding bands of Chaldeans, and raiding bands of Aram, and raiding bands of Moab, and raiding bands of the children of Ammon. And he sent them against Yehudah to destroy it, according to the word of Jehovah, which he had spoken by his servants the prophets. Only at the command of Jehovah this came upon Yehudah, to remove them from his presence, because of the sins of Manasseh, according to all he did, and also because of the innocent blood that he shed. For he filled Jerusalem with innocent blood, which Jehovah would not forgive. And the rest of the acts of Jehoiakim, and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Yehudah? So Jehoiakim slept with his fathers, and Jehoiakim his son reigned in his place. And the sovereign of Mitzrayim did not come out of his land again, for the sovereign of Babel had taken all that belonged to the sovereign of Mitzrayim, from the wadi of Mitzrayim to the river Euphrates. Jehoiakim was 18 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned in Jerusalem 3 months. And his mother's name was Nehushta, the daughter of Elnathan of Jerusalem, and he did evil in the eyes of Jehovah, according to all that his father did. At that time the servants of Nebuchadnezzar, sovereign of Babel, came up against Jerusalem, and the city was besieged. And Nebuchadnezzar, sovereign of Babel, came against the city, as his servants kept besieging it. And Jehoiakim, sovereign of Yehudah, and his mother, and his servants, and his heads, and his eunuchs, went out to the sovereign of Babel. And the sovereign of Babel, in the 8th year of his reign, took him prisoner. And he took him from there all the treasures of the house of Jehovah, and the treasures of the sovereign's house, and he cut in pieces all the objects of gold, which Shalomo, sovereign of Israel, had made in the hekel of Jehovah, as Jehovah had said. And he exiled all Jerusalem, and all the officers, and all the mighty brave men, 10,000 exiles, and all the craftsmen and smiths. None remained except the poorest people of the land. And he exiled Jehoiakim to Babel, and the sovereign's mother, and the sovereign's wives, and his eunuchs, and the leading men of the land he exiled from Jerusalem to Babel. And all the mighty brave men, 7,000, and craftsmen and smiths, 1,000, all who were strong and fit for battle. These the sovereign of Babel brought to Babel into exile. And the sovereign of Babel set up Mattaniah, Jehoiakim's uncle, to reign in his place, and changed his name to Sidkiyahu. Sidkiyahu was 21 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Hamutal, the daughter of Yirmiyahu of Libnah. And he did evil in the eyes of Jehovah, according to all that Jehoiakim did. For this took place in Jerusalem and Yehudah, because of the displeasure of Jehovah, until he had cast them out from his presence. And Sidkiyahu rebelled against the sovereign of Babel.